What's up, guys? Today we are going to be making a set of side skirts for the E30. But these side skirts can be made for just about any car. Any car you want to make a custom set of side skirts for cheap, you can make them out of these guys. These side skirts are off of a Ford Taurus, and they're a very general shape, and they can be formed pretty easily, and you can make these fit just about anything. So we're going to show you guys how we got them to fit on the E30, and yeah, so enjoy the video. Hope you like it. In the last video, we mocked up and cut out these fender flares, and then we tacked them onto the car and ground down all of the welds. Since then, we've been struggling with some fitment issues. Originally, the plan was to start Bondo work on this and to tack here and the other side, but because we're running into so many fitment issues, I'm actually just going to move on to some other stuff. What I'm going to be working on today is mounting this side skirt. So these side skirts are off of a Ford Taurus. I'll put a picture of the one that it's off of, but I'm going to be retrofitting it onto the car. They've got these nice sort of rails. They kind of clip onto the Taurus, so I'm going to be using this to my advantage, and so I'm actually going to be welding tabs onto my rocker panel so that this guy can actually just slide on. For the mounting hardware, I'm just going to be using some wood screws with little spacers to kind of bring them lower. So the idea of this is to make it so the side of the car is all flush. So you can see here the lip kind of pops out a little bit, and I want it to pop out like that back here so that it's nice and even all the way down the car. So first thing is first, I've got to get this guy mocked up just to see how I want to have it. This side skirt is a little bit longer than the rocker panel is on the E30, so we are going to have to cut some of it off. I want to get the side skirt hanging first. There's kind of a lip on the side skirt, and so we're going to be using that lip to actually have it hang from that. It's going to get tacked down on here. I want it to hang evenly with the bottom of the door without any interference with the door itself. This is a weird thing for me to explain. Hopefully by the end of the video you'll understand what I mean. I got all the area where I'm going to be tacking it on, ground out at least a little bit. It's going to be fitting on there like that, and then it'll be bolted on down here, actually under the car. I've got the welder all set up, and we're going to get welding.
Bracket.
Dad came in and totally nerded out on me, so now we have a fancy bracket.
Not straight.
God. Dude, no one's ever gonna see it.
Yeah. Okay, you're right.
Yeah.
Okay, maybe just a little bit.
Oh my God.
Right. Here, not touching it anymore.
Thanks. Alright, so we got the bracket welded on. So as you can see, it's kind of like a little, it's like a little S thing. I don't know, it's a bracket. So we got it tacked here and tacked there. We were having some grounding issues, so it's pretty ugly. We know how to do it this now, so that's how the skirt fits on with those brackets. And it's pretty solid. With 3 of them, it's gonna be great. And then with the mounting screws actually under the car, it'll be damn near perfect. Looks pretty good.
It's gonna be cool.
So we got the first one mounted here over this dent to try to cover it a little bit, and then I went ahead and I actually made the other 2. So we've got it mounted about 1 inch behind the front fender flare and about 1.5 feet in front of the rear fender flare. So in the front here, there's some side skirt that needs to be cut off for it to fit on. The height of this bracket here should be pretty good. So we're going to go ahead and we're actually going to cut down the side skirt just a little bit here, and then we'll cut it again probably back here so that it fits with the flare.
Otherwise, it looks pretty gangster, though.
Yeah, no, it fits up really well.
Move your hand, boy. Move this cord, boy. Very pleasant. Yeah, high-speed stuff, bro.
So, with the flare here and the freshly cut side skirt, I don't quite know how I want to cut this, because I could cut the flare back here and have it follow the side skirt up, or we could try to cut this down and then kind of mold it in with the fender flare. I really don't know which one would be better to do. So the man with the plan actually just showed up. So time to ask the big question. What the hell do...
This is fucking awesome, dude.
What do you do with the front?
What do you do at the front?
Yeah, put it on. Take some finagling.
God, that is so good.
Yeah.
Holy crap.
I did something good.
You took a minute and you did a good thing. It's awesome. Did you
What do we do with this corner?
I don't know. Did you cut it already?
Yeah. Yeah.
So is it?
It's flush with the back.
So, my thought was different than this. I was going to leave it longer and kind of cut the whole thing in, but you just trim it a little bit. Either you got to cut the flare, which would be dumb, or you just trim that. Right?
I totally didn't mention that idea.
Man.
Yep. Boom.
We've been saved. Hey, you got a haircut.
No, I just don't look like crap.
Same thing. We just went under there and cut out a space for the jacking point, so that when we mount the skirt, we will be able to jack the car up from the side. In the back, we jack it up by the subframe bolts, so that's clear of the side skirt. And then the actual point for any sort of jack stand is right here behind the front wheel. That's actually clear as well. So we'll be able to mount the skirt on without having to take it off when we jack the car up.
Like every second day.
Yeah, unfortunately. So now we are getting to the point where we are mounting the side skirt actually under the car. And so we're going to be making little spacers out of some PVC pipe. We figured out that you could probably use bottle caps off of like a plastic Coke bottle, or you could probably just use wood if you wanted to. Just a spacer of some sort. So I'm going to cut one out using a Sawzall. I know that's the wrong tool. We have the right tool, this little clampy guy, somewhere, but I can't find it. I'm impatient. I'm using a Sawzall. First spacer is made. So this is going to be an approximate size. I'm gonna keep cutting them down, trying to find the right size, and yeah, so I'm gonna go fit this under the car, see how it looks, and then I'll get back to you guys. Alright, so I think that spacer we just put in is actually the perfect size. Now this guy is about an inch. It's about an inch tall. It's not cut perfectly, but all we're doing is shoving it in between the bottom of the side skirt and the body of the car. So I'm going to make probably 4 spacers about this side, and then I'll show you guys a little before and a little bit after. It's only going to make this thing pop out a little bit. It's not going to be huge, but in the end, it's the little things that matter. Alright, so I've got 3 of these spacers, and I'm gonna go pick up that 4th one, and then I'm gonna put them under the car, and I'll get a nice shot down the side of it, so you guys can actually see how far the side skirt's actually getting pulled out with these guys. So under the car here, We've got a screw that we used for the original version of the flares. And then we have a big washer to fill the mounting hole, which is about the size of my pinky finger. And then under that, you can see there is the spacer in between the side skirt and the body. I would like to note that this hardware is just to get the basic idea of how I want the side skirts to fit. We will definitely get washers and screws that fit better. But for now, it's good and solid and it looks real good. This is before the spacers are going on, and this is after the spacers. So whether or not it makes a huge difference from your guys' point of view, it actually pushed the skirt out a lot more than I expected it to. I think it looks pretty good. I'm actually quite excited about it. This is a super comfortable way to sit on a car, kinda. Not really at all. But anyway, today we got the side skirts done. They look super good. They fit on really well. They're easy to get on and off. They're just about perfect. I'm pretty excited about them. Hope you guys enjoyed the video. If you enjoyed it, leave a like and subscribe to the channel if you aren't already. Thanks for watching. I'll see you in the next one. So from about here all the way to about here. How the hell did I get that to work?